All right, let's talk about the word regret. I've been thinking about this, and that's something that nobody should, when we leave this plane, when we go on to whatever's next for us, life after life after Earth, we don't want to die with any regret. So the secret to living is to die while you're living. What does that mean? It means that don't fear death. Don't fear death, because that's something that is it's a natural part of life. What we should be fearing is living in a world on a day-to-day basis without going after what it is that you dream about, that you are scared to say out loud. That should be your biggest fear. You don't want to leave this plane and be buried or cremated, and everybody's left with your bills of regret of the things that you didn't accomplish in your life. So that is something that should be a burning sensation inside of you, a fire that lights you up and ignites you and takes you to the next level, and put yourself out there, take risks, get on the field, make a play. And so what if you fail? Because there's no such thing as a failure, because failure is just feedback, and feedback is telling me in my mind what I can do on the next play to get better. Okay? So that's all that is. Next play. What are we doing on the next play? Because we're going to tune back into just focusing on what we got to get done. Execution. We got to execute on a day-to-day basis, and then we elevate and dominate. So living with the regret, that's a decision. And the Latin root word for decision is cut off. So when you make a decision, you are cutting off any other, whatever it is that you're not deciding on what to do. So let's just say, for example, you deciding on whether you're going to eat healthier. What's the first part of the Core 64 program? Is to eat as healthy as possible. So eat as and of course get your protein. But what I'm saying is you make the decision mentally that today I am going to eat healthier, and then you live by that decision, because you're cutting off the other things that you would normally maybe be eating throughout the day, the stuff that is not healthy for you. And so then you carry that with you. And then that you build on that. That's one decision that you made, and then you start stacking. Okay, I'm gonna make another decision. What's the next one? Now that I'm eating healthier, now I want to make sure that I'm eating enough protein so I can build so I can build my muscle, my metabolic functioning. Like I want to build skeletal muscle, so I'm going to digest enough protein for me to be able to do that. So that's another decision. And then we stack another decision. And so when we go back to thinking about that word regret, the bill that we never want to leave with somebody else to have to achieve for us, pass it down to your children for them to be able to figure out what it is that you couldn't figure out with your life. No, you want to figure that out for yourself, so your kids can experience like what it is to become their best version of themselves, so that they in turn don't have to have any regret. We don't want regret, because regret is something that is going to burn. It's going to just sit there inside you, and you're going to be thinking about on your deathbed, when it's time for you to go, all the things that you didn't do with your life. You don't want to. We want to get out of that mindset. We want to know what we did do with our life. What version of ourselves did we become? Did we become who we were born to be? And in turn, are we going to, when we meet our maker, when it's time, is the ultimate version of us going to look at us and say, hey, guess what, man, I was watching you did everything that you could possibly do. Yeah, you started off and there was a lot of learning lessons along the way, but you kept on growing, and you kept on moving, and you kept on lifting yourself up, and you kept on elevating other people. And you were the one that just continued to feel that inspiration in yourself. And then in turn, You told yourself every single day that today I'm going to own the day. And you were grateful for all your decisions and everything that you've ever done. And you lifted other people up. I mean, damn, dude, you did it. Versus, in contrast, the other version who looks at you, who looks at the version of you that did not, the regretful version of you, the version of you that you resented who you were, and that you had so much self-doubt and no confidence, and you never put yourself out there. You never tried anything new. You stayed comfortable. You stayed stagnant because you were just in fear. You were in fear of dying, but you got to live. You should have been in fear of not living. So make the decision. Make the decision to do one thing and then stick with that decision on a day-to-day basis, and then continue to build and continue to grow, because if we're not growing, we're dying. You got to be in a constant state of growth, because that's what this whole game of life is. It's about us learning and growing, making mistakes along the way, but guess what else we're doing? We're getting better. That is what it's all about. Yep. So get out there, make a decision, get it done, and just believe in yourself. Believe in yourself and trust in you. You were born here to be a champion. You were born here to experience what it's like to try something new and have that feeling, unlock that dopamine, that Christmas feeling, because now you're looking forward to something else that you have never done in your entire life, and you're going to do it because you're better positioning yourself, because you're healthier, your mind is better, you're quicker, your memory is good, and you're building that skeletal muscle, you're getting your steps in, your cognitive functioning, you're just a joy to be around. Your energy is contagious. These are these things that we can do, but it all starts and ends with you, in how you conduct yourself and how you start your day and how you live your day and how you end your day. But it all starts and ends and begins with you. So just get out there, focus, execute, elevate, and dominate. Inspire to inspire others always, and take that next step, make the next play, and don't leave this world with any type of damn regret. Don't resent you. Don't do that. Become the best version of you, and you can do this. Just you don't have to do it all at once. Just take it small steps at a time. Just cut it into chunks. How do you run 70 marathons in a year? Guess what? You do 10,000 steps a day. You'll get that's 70 marathons in a year. Some people never run one in their entire life. But you cut it down into small, incremental steps, you can do it. So yeah, there you go. No regrets. Don't leave that bill to anybody else. You own it. You own it. All right, get out there. Get out there and make it happen. Everybody have a blessed day, becoming the best version of you. And if you have not already, share my channel. I'm going to continue to build this, continue to get better here. And I'm just going to keep coming back with more content, and just letting you know that I'm still living a life fulfilled, expressing to the highest expression of my being, and lifting other people up as best as I can, because I know it's possible, and I know it's pure possibility in life, and we have it. So just be joyful. Be joyful. You get to wake up and you get to look at the sky, and you can look at the sun and the clouds, and you get to breathe in this air, and you get to be around your loved ones one more day. And why not be the best version of you? Why not? All right. Focus, execute, elevate, dominate. Get it done. Dos más. Take 2 more steps.